In this video, we'll walk through Vizard, which is new virtual reality software from Viz. This Python-based VR application where we can easily set up our scene and then create a interactive virtual reality platform. Pretty useful, especially for someone who is working on research. They've got a ton of tutorials. In this video, let's just grab a simple 3D model and then create a walkthrough or VR platform walkthrough in Vizard. So what I did was I went to worldviz.com and then they had the software, Vizard virtual reality software. Go to downloads. You can download this one just to try. They'll give you the trial version where you will see their watermark and all the stuff. So type in your name, submit, and then in your email you should get their download installation file. Once you get the download installation file, you can open that one up, the application, and it should look like this. Since I've already installed it, I won't install it again, but the installation wizard looks like this. You can see the compile scripts, SDK, Kinter, which is a GUI toolkit part for Python library. You can install all of those and then open Vizard application. So when you start your Vizard application, it will open up the resources for you. There are tutorials, references, they've got the demos, they've got examples, everything. You can look through it. And for now, let's first get 3D models. For the 3D models, you can go to sketchfab.com, or there is TurboSquid where you can get a free 3D models. For this one, I've already had in my library purchased or our VR gallery, which I purchased it for some of my other projects. So you can find other room projects, like if you search for rooms, they give you some free. You can find which one's free and then download. While downloading, it's better, I think, as per the documentation, it is better to have a GLTF file downloaded. Once you download that file, you can put it in some folders on your project. And then let's go back to Vizard. So when you go to Vizard, click your new Vizard file and go to Tools, Inspector. So from Inspector, you can open the file that you downloaded. So this is the file that I downloaded. Once it opens, you can use your mouse button, left click to click your left mouse button and then hold, and then you can rotate with your right click. You can right click and hold and then pan through your model and use a scroll button to kind of zoom in and zoom out. That way you can move around your model. So when you import the model, especially from Sketchfab, or they've used the units, which might be different from the ones in the Vizard. The one way you can check as per the documentation is that you can go to File, Add, and in the C you can go to Program Files, go to WorldViz, Vizard 7, and then Resources, and then they have this avatar. So you can kind of compare your model with the avatar. If you go to your model, room gallery, your root node, select your root node, hit the uniform scale. You can scale it based on this one. So for this one, let's go to this translate and then kind of position your room with your avatar, maybe somewhere like this. So I think scale wise, I think it's pretty much good. So we don't need to rescale. Let's put the avatar here, as that would be our starting point. And once you are good with your scale, you can just delete and save this in a file. So for this one, I would just I'll create a new folder, Vizard demo, and then under resources you can type in art gallery. Once you saved your model, you can now go back to your Vizard editor, and in the editor, if you click the new Vizard file, give you the Python editor, and from there you can import the Viz library. So Viz library basically it contains the functions of your functions from the Vizard, like the grabbing and all the stuffs. And if you have some models with shaders, you can use VizFX. Once you import that, you can just say viz.go, and then your environment, or you can put in your like room equals to vizfx.add child. And then under your resources folder, you might want to remember the name of the model that you saved. So if you don't remember, you can just right click on your file where you save this. So before going there, I would actually save this file first to the folder that you saved your model in. So you saved your model in Vizard demo inside resources, right? There's resources. So outside that folder, inside that folder, I would put in art gallery demo, save it. So once you save that, if you forget your model's name, you can right click on this one, open containing folder, and there's a resources, and this is your scene's name. So you can copy this and then paste it over here. Once you have done that, hit enter, and if you run, it will render that scene. Once it completes rendering, it will open a Windows version, and you can use your mouse to hover around this. If you click your left mouse button, go up, it'll go forward, go back, it'll go backward, left, right, and then right click button will pan through. So now if you want this rendering to be exported to your Oculus Quest or Rift or HTC Vive, whatever device you have, you can do it through Viz Connect. So to do that, you need to go to Tools, Viz Connect, and it asks you to save that Viz Connect file first. So go to Viz Connect, save the Viz Connect file to the same folder that you have the project in, and I'm following their documentation. In the documentation, it's standard to have this name for Viz Connect underscore config. So I'll just use this one. Once you save that, pop up the startup setup window. You can go directly to the advanced configuration or use their own presets that have. Remember, before doing this, if you have any device, you have to have it connected to your PC or laptop. I have a Oculus Quest 2 which is tethered into my laptop, and if you're using Quest 2 especially, you should have enabled the Quest Oculus link in the Quest 2. So once you have done that, you can select your Oculus Rift, apply preset. Yes, so it's applying. So the problem here is I forgot to enable my Quest link. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Oculus Quest link is enabled in my. So once again, go to Tools, Viz Connect. Let me go to the same file, same folder, replace it. I'll open up the startup window. Let's select Oculus Quest, apply preset. It did apply preset now. Now once you're done, so I'm looking at this environment that it opened, a demo environment through my Oculus Quest, and there's hand. I can actually teleport, look around. Yeah. Now to export our scene into your Oculus, what you need to do is actually import Viz Connect, and instead of Viz.go, you use Viz Connect.go, and inside the bracket you use the file name. Remember, vizconnect.config.py. Save this and hit run. Your environment should be opened in your Oculus Quest now. Let me put on my headset. All right, so I'm inside the room. I can walk around, I can teleport, look around, teleport. Cool. I can look around, I can teleport here, go around. This is my room. Cool. So this is how you set up a virtual reality environment easily using Vizard.